Hello, Galaxy! I'm Chris Pirillo, streaming live without Jedi. Don't ask me how I pulled this off. I mean, obviously I pulled it off. Oh, at the same time that I see that I might have indicated to Jedi that I'm streaming live. But the good news is she may not have access to her notifications right now. That is the hope. Yes, she gets notifications. And yes, she would have joined me if she was here. But, okay, how I pulled this off was very simple. Diana and Jedi went for a drive. They're social distancing, like in the car, driving around. I'm like, yeah, knock yourself out. I mean, it's fine. In fact, there's a thing where families have been putting teddy bears in windows, so as kids walk by or drive by, they can say, oh, look, it's a teddy bear, kind of keep them entertained. We're self-isolating, as I pointed out in last night's test of the Chris Pirillo show, the call-in show we tried last night. It worked. Wasn't great, not because people didn't call in. They did. Y'all called in, or a few of you did. It was a little buggy. My audio was really robotic too. I'm going to try to smooth out some of those rough spots, and I'll be doing another a trial run of the Chris Pirillo show live audio podcast broadcast on Monday, right around the same time, 5:30 Pacific. And that got me thinking. Well, if I do a weeknight call-in show to talk about what's on your mind. To interact with you and have some social interaction in this day and age where we can't, see each other in person, which is fine by me. I'm all about not seeing anybody in person. This self-isolation thing is normal for us, honestly. I thought, well, if I do this and people want to talk, or they want me to talk about things that might be happening at any given moment in time on a weekday, where does that leave me for the Star Wars stuff? I know. Please bear with me. I know the only reason you follow me is because of Star Wars. I know it. Do you know how I know that? Because you're still following me. So, I do pick up stuff on a regular basis, thrifting, sales, and what have you. And it's been a bit of a pinch as of late because there really hasn't been a sense of normalcy. Despite me being, kind of insulated from the outside world, I'm a homebody, hello, I do go thrifting, and I did have a routine that was basically busted. I'm doing my part, staying at home, apart from going out for groceries. But when I do, I might see something here or there. A lot of what I have laying around has been accumulating since the previous live Star Wars video, like a couple of weeks ago, I think is what it was. Hang on, let me do that. Okay. And I assume everything is good. Everything seems great. I have to check. Normally I would let Jedi do her thing over here, and I'd look and go, yeah, chat's working just fine. Okay, so I'm going to show you some stuff that I picked up at thrift stores while they were open, as well as some of the sales I got. It's also the season of Easter, so there's some Easter stuff. Although, no, I think we did show something. So if I show you something I've previously shown you, like in a recent week or a recent video, I apologize. It's been accumulating, not for bad reasons, for good reasons. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. I didn't realize Disney Parks made a Phasma mug. They had two of them, again, while thrifting. Found each one of them for like a couple bucks a piece. And they were in decent shape, like never used. Or if they were, you wouldn't know it. So I got two of them. Well, you're only going to see one here. This Disney mug thing. I'm not a mug collector necessarily, but if I see something unique that I don't have, that I might want at some point, super cheap. This is why I love thrifting. This was a thrifting find right here. This Phasma Get Into Her Brains mug. It's an interactive mug. It tries to trap your hand there. Okay, so that's the Phasma mug. How am I going to handle this? This is something that I don't think we showed. Maybe it was a while ago when the new one was out, but someone was selling their Darth Vader Barbie locally, and so Diana and Jedi made the trip, and Jedi scored a super discounted Darth Vader Barbie. And so, of course, we unboxed it. We didn't unbox it on video. Don't go looking for that. But there is a Darth Vader Barbie, in case you weren't aware. She hasn't really played with it. I don't think that, the black looking dark side Barbie is necessarily her thing. Unfortunately, they market nothing but pink to girls, so she starts to think that, oh well, it's not pink, it's not for me. That's kind of annoying. It's actually really annoying. I dare you to try to find one thing out there that a girl might believe is for her that is not pink. It's annoying. I'm trying to bust through, trying to help explain that some Barbies just have a dark side to them. I like the Barbie. It's the only Barbie well, it's not mine. I'm playing with Jedi's Barbie dolls while she's not here. Well, she's not gonna play with them, so someone else might as well. I don't know where I picked up this Klaatu. This might have even been my Klaatu growing up, but for some reason it was out. So I don't know if Jedi was playing with it. Not mine. I have mine, the C9, safe and sound, up and away. But she does have her own Star Wars figures, certainly vintage figures, and it's here. Not that you needed to see this. It's not new. It's just been on my desk because, of course, I picked it up. I'm like, oh, it's a Star Wars figure. It's an old Star Wars. It's a classic. It's like one of my favorites from Return of the Jedi. I don't know why. The look of Klaatu. I don't think it was because of the soft goods, like what would you call that? Cod piece? No, that's not. It's a cloth apron. Maybe Klaatu is a chef. However, speaking of Star Wars figures, I'm going to give you a little segue here. And I think we're going to be jumping in and out of Star Wars figures in this video. Today, while I was out grocery shopping, I saw that they had the new Black Series finally on the shelf. On the pegs, really, apart from peg warmers. This was the only one in the new wave that was still there. The Sith Jet Trooper, a 106 in the series. The box is not in perfect condition, which means this one is probably going to get unboxed. That is a prediction for me. But anyway, the new wave should be out, and this was unfortunately the only one that was still present. But the good news was it was at Target, and Target currently has until, let's see here, today. Today was the last day. Thank goodness I took advantage of it. 25% off one toy. So I got that on sale. It's great. Another thing I did not get on sale, however, is this egg. Not an edible egg, a plastic egg that really doesn't have any Star Wars about it apart from the label. And of course the items inside, like stickers and a coloring page and Star Wars wrapped crayons. I think I want to keep this because it's got a Darth Vader label on it. I would have been happier if the egg had something that was like molded onto it. They have those eggs out there like that, including a Vader egg that's purple and a BB-8 one that's currently being marketed. That one's orange. But it would be nice to have the plastic itself be Star Wars branded, but it's not. It's just generic. I understand why. So they can save costs, because, if they wrap something that isn't Star Wars, they just only have to pay for changing the label, not necessarily the plastic. So this one is probably going to remain unopened. I think I got a second one for Jedi. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But I did get something that she's getting for Easter. This is not the thing that she's getting for Easter. It was online. Disney, online, their Shop Disney had a sale a week ago, and free shipping, and no matter what it was. And so I saw what was on sale, and this is one thing that right around the release of the new figures for The Rise of Skywalker last year, the Disney Store had a Saga coin set for the first for movies, right? And this was from the original trilogy, and because of course we had the Skywalker saga being 9 films in total, and this particular trilogy is the original trilogy. The reason I wanted it, Darth Vader coin right there. So originally this retailed for $49.95. I'm like, I am not gonna pay $50 for like just one coin that I might want. But this was like, it was like $20 or something like that. I'm like, okay, $20 is well within the realm of reason. I mean, the plastic's got some heft to it, but this is a collectible coin set. May still be on sale. I don't know if it's at the same price or not, but there's no way I would have spent what they were asking for on it. No way. That's something where this is Well, now I've got it back in the case, right? I may pop the Vader coin out. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that. A while ago, I found out about these. Can't remember if I showed you. It's a card deck that has a variety of the vintage figures. It's 52 cards, so unfortunately it's not all the vintage figures, but it's cool. It's pretty unique, and I found this on sale at Half Price Books a while ago. Well, I guess a few weeks ago, really, before everybody started self-isolating. But what's neat is that if you happen to be a collector and you're looking for, vintage Star Wars figure collector, and I assume that you are, these are out there right now. The deck was I think just like $2 for me. Online, you can probably get it for a little more than that. But even if you weren't able to collect all the figures, you can collect these playing cards and actually play with them. That said, there's something very annoying about this deck, right? And I'm just gonna show you this. And if you are a vintage Star Wars collector, or you know anything about vintage Star Wars figures, you can tell me one thing. That's not a vintage Scout Trooper at all. That's modern. The vehicle is modern, and the figure most certainly is modern. So I don't know why they did that. I also don't know why these figures that they've posed, and they look great, aren't necessarily complete. There's no weapon with reuse here. Let me see if I can find another example of what? See that the Stormtrooper right there has his blaster or her blaster. Let's see if I can find another good example here. Oh, so part of the last 17, we got the Luke Skywalker Endor, right? He's supposed to have his poncho. He doesn't even have his poncho. I don't know why they did it like this. It's maybe it's just to make it it was growing up, where you just did not have a full collection. You were lucky to find a figure, first of all, let alone having a complete figure with a weapon. So that's the only thing I can think of. But that doesn't explain the anomaly of the modern biker scout trooper, whatever you want to call him. It's baffling, really? You had 52 cards, right? They're 100 some odd figures you could have selected. And I'm not saying that every one of them had to be mint. But at least that I could forgive the incomplete figures on some of the cards. I can, absolutely. Without weapons, sure, not a big deal for me. But throwing in the modern one, that's a real. I really want to get to the bottom of that story, like the Trisket guy on Twitter, who discovered that the "tri" in Trisket is actually a part of the word electricity. It's a true story. Just go to Twitter and look up Trisket, and trust me, I bet you that tweet is going to get surfaced. Found this on sale. This was originally $10. I'm like, nay, I'm not going to spend $10 on this. But it's Darth Vader. I'm like, I'll keep my eye on it. And I did, and I got it on sale for $3. So see, you can save 60-70% off at times. This is the Lego Darth Vader, modeled, I believe, after the original mold for the Darth Vader minifigure. Not the newer one, which I do like a little more. But hey, it's Lego. It's Darth Vader. It's on sale. What is not to like, Chris? I don't know. I really don't know. You know what else is not to like? I mean, this is to like, actually. Not what's inside, but what this is. A lenticular top, I guess, well, it's got chocolates inside. That's why I don't like what's inside. Not because I don't like chocolate, I love chocolate, but it's milk chocolate. So for Diana and me, we're kind of out of luck. But Jedi loves it. She loves it. She's a vegetarian. We're vegan. She's mostly vegetarian. But I had to grab it, of course. Darth Vader lenticular. It would double as a case too. So I grabbed a couple of these. Really neat. And there's also an R2-D2 one, and apparently I can't find it. Maybe the Easter Bunny's going to deliver it to Jedi. But I love lenticular art. It's really cool. Found this one at Walmart, just like with that gray egg that I showed you. Another thing that I found, I'm going by what is in front of me right now. Okay, there's absolutely no semblance of organization here, because it's just been a pile of stuff that's been kind of accruing. What if Darth Vader was actually a spider instead of being human, had a funny dream? That is not, A, funny, and B, I really do hope they make a Tracta figure. I really do. I don't know if you've been staying current on the Clone Wars. It was a character, of course, in the original Clone Wars series, but Tracta's back. Spoiler alert. That is probably the only spider I would ever collect. Tracta? Wait, hang on. Am I thinking someone... Darth? No, that's Malak. Tracta, right? The spider general. It's Tracta. Now I'm second guessing myself. Oh, man. No, Tracta. Yeah? Yeah. Oh. I swear it's him. If it's not, I'm not gonna stop. Insert... Tracta. Clone Wars. Not Tractor.
Here are some results from a search.
That's not... Just as bad as Siri. Hello. Thank you, Anime Worldwide LLC, for the super chat. Moving on. After I've given you a nod and a tip of a virtual hat. This is one Star Wars Hot Wheels vehicle that I missed. It must have been very rare because I don't think a lot of people picked up on it or found it. I have not seen it, had not seen it. So I ended up picking it up online after I realized, oh, that's a pretty decent price for two of them. One I'm going to keep in the package, this one I'm going to open. The Super Star Destroyer. I've stayed mostly current with the Hot Wheels vehicles. Man, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not going to say killed, but, like, I would have given anything to have these vehicles as a kid. Like, I'm not a big vehicle collector, never really was. I mean, I've collected a few, certainly. I mean, I find a good price. I found another vintage AT-AT thrifting for, like, $7. It's in the garage. I figured I'll donate it to a kid that sees it and knows what it is. I'm like, go ahead, take it. You know, it's just kind of a spare. It's kind of somewhat of a beater. But these types of vehicles, I always thought would have been amazing to see. So I'm kind of sad that they're now around as an adult. I mean, there's, a few of them if you haven't, been staying up to date. I like everything that Mattel, oops, that's a sin, that Mattel's been doing with Star Wars licensing, or the Disney license, from the Star Wars vehicles to the character cars to the car ships, everything, the battle rollers, everything they've done I think has been absolutely spectacular, and I would have loved it as a kid. Just like my Star Wars figures, I would have also collected those vehicles, believe it or not. The big vehicles, I liked them, they weren't my thing. Took up too much space, they were too expensive. But, a Star Wars figure for $1, or, maybe on the expensive side, $5, back in the day, I mean, I've always liked figures, and likewise, the smaller diecast series have been just as compelling for me to collect, too. I left the sticker on. $2.99 for 4 favor boxes, 3D with an amazing 3D effect. So we got some character boxes there. I'm not sure if we're going to actually use these necessarily. It's definitely older. You've got the Darth Maul branding there on the top. Probably, how many years old? Oh, 8 years old. 2012. Never had one of these before. Don't think we're going to necessarily open it and use it because it will definitely get beaten up. But it's nice to have. They get $3. I can't pass on that. I was mentioning half-price books. Here's another thing that I found. This was marked down. Originally, let's see what the price was. Oh, it was only available in the UK. Man, I wish I had more friends in the UK. In Japan. Like, you get so many unique Star Wars things that we don't get here. It's kind of annoying. Originally ran for about £10. We got it here for $5. And it's just a doodle book, right? Kind of like a coloring book pro, right? Alex Serino, and I apologize. I'm not sure if I've missed anybody's questions. If I have, I will try to scroll back. But I see that Alex Serino asks, Chris, online alternatives to Thrift. Unfortunately, eBay. you just got to watch out for, do you want it badly enough? And I'll get to some stuff that I picked up on eBay here. Do you want it bad enough? Are you willing to spend the money? Is it unique enough? Is it a good price? What is it? eBay, of course. I don't really surf Craigslist. Facebook groups have actually been very, very good for me. I haven't been burned yet. Came real close once. Facebook groups have been fantastic. I tend to go for the larger hauls if I'm not looking for, one thing in particular. What else? OfferUp, which just acquired Let Go. I don't know if you caught that news. Not that I think you stay up to date on a lot of that stuff like I do. But those are probably my top three. eBay, hello. OfferUp is decent, especially if they can ship, and it's a good price to begin with. And then Facebook groups, when you join groups that supposedly have people who are upstanding members of that community. I haven't purchased from a Facebook group or Facebook Marketplace in quite a while though. I went really hard and heavy in the Facebook groups for buying in communities back when I was trying to complete my my run of the C9 vintage Star Wars figures. And I did. I ended up getting all of them and made really good relationships. I thought good deals. Completed that run. God, it was about 3 years ago. I would say it's probably one of my bigger accomplishments in life was basically completing the vintage Star Wars figure run minus Yak Face as a kid, including the last 17. I was very blessed that my parents had their eye out for me. Otherwise, I would never have picked up the last 17 as a kid. So I had a full Star Wars figure collection as a kid. And as an adult, I wanted to chase down the full vintage figure line, but upgrade the condition and completeness of those figures. So, original weaponry or accessories, and making sure that it would be in C9 condition, which for a loose figure, not carded. I only have a few carded figures. So in terms of the vintage line. But, that was an accomplishment as a youth. I must have been by that time that the last 17 was out, young teenager. The only other accomplishment that I would crow about was having a complete run of the Garbage Pail Kids, the original series, until a decade later they re-released them with in the brand new series, or BNS, or was it ANS, a new series? I can't remember which one came first now. Anyway, you're getting me off topic, man. I came to show it. Well, no, it's a show and tell, so you can ask me questions. It's not like a live phone call like we'll do again on Monday, but it's a question nonetheless. Amazon has had a few of the TVC figures up online and for sale, including the Clone Trooper. I'm looking right at it. The Clone Trooper was on sale as well. Not on sale. They're selling it. It wasn't on sale. And a Cara Dune. Unfortunately, with Amazon, if you're a collector and you're a collector that is collects on card or in package, you're going to be devastated in learning basically that Amazon doesn't take care of their stuff. Rarely, if ever, do I see a perfect card without creases. This bubble also got crunched on the Clone Trooper, but that's fine because I was planning on opening them anyway. The ones that I'm keeping, look at the damage, dude. Look at that. It's like it's been hanging on a real peg, which it hasn't. It's crazy. This is part of the new series, so you've got the Remnant Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian as well as the Mandalorian. That's the one I really, really want. I'll get to that in a second. Because I might have it. I know I have it. Okay, fine. Jeez. You're annoying me. No, you're not. I tend to buy, instead of waiting and hoping that I'm actually going to find these figures on sale in a condition that I want, I will end up buying the full series, right? So I'll get them in box. There's the E9 Vintage Series assortment. I'm actually going to open it. Some people wouldn't. Like, no! Like, it's modern. It's fine. Like, if it was vintage, no way on God's green earth would I do that. By the way, I sliced myself yesterday or the other day by doing something like that. I was cutting open a box. And what happened was I was cutting it open like this, and the scissors slipped and sliced my finger like this. So not the actual blade, thank goodness. All right, let's see. I mean, this is all like, there should be no damage. Yeah, but no damage. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's the Remnant Stormtrooper. You can tell it's Remnant. They used the Rogue One sculpt, it looks like, but a different paint application. Kind of dirt, debris, scuffs, scrapes. That's that. Everything looks clean enough. I'll go through here and pick out the best of the best. But, like in terms of the card condition, where are you? Cara Dune. Oh, man. I really oh, man. The only thing that could have made this one better is if he came with the child. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and, compare, the 3 3/4 inch scale to the 6 inch scale Mandalorian. This scale all the way. This scale until I die. I like the 6 inch scale. Don't get me wrong. Boy, this is a good beer. But the 3 3/4 inch scale for life. Oh, man. Card's good. I mean, it's good enough as any as I've seen. But the Mandalorian, there's something. So I'm really hoping, if I see another Mandalorian in the wild, man, because here's why. Jedi is going to ask for it. I guarantee Jedi is going to be like, huh, can I have a Mandalorian? She's going to ask for a Cara Dune. Can I have a Cara Dune? Well, now, you saw it. She's going to have one. Daddy plans ahead. Don't mess with my Cara Dune, and definitely don't mess with my Mandalorian. So yes, I have them. My collection is complete. I kind of wish they didn't. It's originally from Hasbro to the vendor. I don't like that stick. I don't like the sticker. I tried taking it off the other one, and it just ended up making more of a mess. So I'm just going to keep the sticker on. But it's good to keep these boxes around, if only to store the figures. I don't really use star cards for that because I would absolutely run out of room. And I have plenty of extra star cards too, largely from people that I purchased from earlier. Let's see here. A loose Klaatu like that is $80 in Vancouver. Oh, Skookum Trooper, no way. No chance. This is... Well, I'd give him... I mean, I'm not a grader, but let's see here. He's Hong Kong, or HK, LFL 83. Pretty solid... there is a bit of jitter, but he's solid, so he's not loose. Or I wouldn't consider him loose. He might very well be. There's some paint spillover with the green there, so that's not a scrape or a scuff. Yeah, I would give him. I'd say solid C8. I mean, there I guess there is kind of a scrape on his butt. Yeah, C8 certainly. Solid C8. No weaponry. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to army build Klaatu's. The only army building I might do would be AT-AT drivers, maybe even TIE pilots. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm going to reach across the desk, pass the scissors here. Okay, this is something that I didn't unbox on video the other night because I was just tired by the time Jedi wanted to do it. But I brought this home and I wanted her to unbox it. And I thought about doing it on video, and unfortunately it didn't happen. I put it back in. There is currently at grocery stores this egg, as well as other eggs from other brands, available. In my area, they retail for $35. And I'm like, no, I am not going to spend $35 on this. But it ended up dropping in half. I'm like, okay, that's all right. I already know what's in there. I was right. It was not... let me put it this way. It was not worth half off. Which is kind of sad. But I love the box. I mean, it's just an outstanding box. Huge box, right? The problem is this egg. It's like that other egg. It's just red. As I turn it around, it's just a red egg. That's it. No Star Wars, punched into it. Nothing. It's just a plain red egg. So it doesn't even. I mean, if it wasn't, then it would warrant a half off. Inside, nothing but, the stuff that they couldn't sell the first time around. A Darth Vader, a Princess Leia Hoth, where's the, one of those, the Microforce things. And a couple of, I guess I can walk over and well, you can't walk with me. These. From the Galaxy of Adventures, which again were nothing but repacks. So this was like a repack of a repack. These didn't sell at all, or sell very well. I'd seen these, down to like $5 a pop. So five. Maybe I could have picked this up, and I think I had it like 3 or 4. So we're right around the price point of about half off. So it wasn't like a huge bargain, but if you find one of those things for like $10 right now, yeah, $10 I think it would be worth it. $10 absolutely. The funny thing is though, I didn't collect the Galaxy of Adventures figures because again they're repacks. I mean they come with this nice little comic book, but I only got like an extra Vader and an extra Grievous. I did not get an extra Kylo Ren or a Darth Maul. So surprise, surprise, cool. I wasn't expecting to ever buy these, so yay. To me, it was worth it because. Jedi wanted to open it. She was so excited. And I warned her, I said, dude, it's not candy. So, just be aware. Like, when they hide things, in these blind eggs, it's typically things that did not sell well the first time around. That's a good rule of thumb. I'm not sure if we can think of something else to do with that egg. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I'll save that. Do I have anything over there? I do not believe so. It is a super cool Easter gift for someone who doesn't have any Star Wars stuff. But if they do, it would be an annoying Easter gift. Man, why? Like, I mean, you could put a sticker on it, but it's a curved surface. What could I do to like Star Wars that up? A sticker won't work. Like, small stickers maybe, but like, stickers kind of, they look really. What could I do? Could I do anything? I don't think I can. It's depressing. Now I got this big red egg. What am I going to do with it? All these boxes have been sitting around, by the way, and not touched for a few days, and I sprayed them with, at least, in terms of the things that have come in recently, with, like, a Lysol. Like, doused it with Lysol. I shop on Kids Warehouse. Kids Warehouse often has like products that otherwise would be a high price. They had this on sale, so it's Use the Force of Magnetics for a BB-8. So I thought this would be kind of fun for Jedi to play with, a little gift. I did not get 2. I probably should have, but it was like $3-4. But if I can teach her science, and have fun with Star Wars, I'm all for it. Although I will warn you, we did get her. For, when was it? When did we get her? Oh, Christmas. She got a gum making kit and a gummy making kit. The gummy making kit was less messy than the gum making kit. The gum making kit was not fun. But now she can say that she's made her own gummy bears and her own gum. These were also on sale. Not found in retail necessarily. So I ended up picking up dupes of these. I think these things are on their way out. Galactic Heroes, and I'm kind of glad for this particular version being on the way out because I don't like the fact that the arms are removable. That's kind of annoying to me. It's really annoying to me. I don't like that, and I understand it increases their toyetic nature, but it's not my thing. I am, however, looking forward to something that I think is going to replace the Galactic Hero line, or Galactic Heroes line. I can't remember the name of it. I need to get Yak Face on the line. But there's going to be the Mandalorian and the Child. I know the Mandalorian for sure, and they're going to be like a Darth Vader. They're going to be coming with vehicles though, by and large, which is kind of annoying. Even though the scale is smaller, I just want the figures. Like I don't want the vehicles. I'm fine without the vehicles. The vehicles just take up too much space. At some point, don't be surprised if I liquidate a lot of my vehicles. And just hold on to those figures indefinitely. For reals. Oh man, this got destroyed! Look at that! This is a part of that the series I was talking about, that Microforce series before. I've tried to stay up to date on this too, but Hasbro has not made it easy. This was like a couple bucks. An Imperial Walker and AT-AT. I was going to open this one anyway, so this is definitely not, for a collector here. But I wanted to open it because Jedi's got a little carrying case with some of these Microforce vehicles. These vehicles, this size vehicle I can handle. This size vehicle I'm fine with. Put that over there. I sleep in the cloud. I don't know if you knew that. It's true. And there is, this is something that was also on sale on Kids Warehouse. It's a Darth Vader cloud pillow, and these things are super soft. Oh, super! This is my pillow in bed. Like this, not this one. This is a new one because I'm afraid the other one's gonna get ruined. So I needed to have a backup just in case. So soft. It's soft, and it's soft. The cloud pillows are an absolute dream. I love these things. Specifically the Darth Vader one. I don't think they have another Star Wars one. And the Jedi was asking about magnets again. This was also on sale on Kids Warehouse, and so I got this. More magnets for activity fun. Half this stuff, man, I would again as a kid I'd been like, oh man, that is so cool. I want that. I need that. Keep in mind, man. Keep in mind, this is a few weeks worth of stuff. It really is. This is the thing. Some thrifting, a lot of sales, and every so often you kind of go off on a lark. I realized that as a Darth Vader collector, I did not have the. I thought I only had one Kooky pin. Although I can't. I think it's over there on. It's coming out of someone's hand. But they made several Darth Vader Kooky pins. So this is an eBay. Really good price too. I was kind of shocked. One of the Darth Vader designs. Another one, same stand, but another design. Still in the bag. I'll probably remove it. Another Darth Vader design right there. See, that one's different. It's kind of got Darth Vader coming out the side versus this Darth Vader. Hopefully you can tell the difference. This one's got a certificate of authenticity too. Boss Kooky. 978 of 1,000. Numbered, limited editions. This one was limited, still in box, and this one was limited too, not completely in box. And then when I was looking for them, I ended up stumbling upon like this set that someone was selling for like a couple bucks. I'm like, oh sure, twist my arm. This one got, of course, I had Darth Vader on it. Why not? Because I already know Jedi's going to be asking, and when she asks, like, oh. So there's another one that had as a stand and like 4 stormtroopers right here. So I'm going to give her a stormtrooper Kooky. I'm gonna give her this. So she's going to have her own Kooky pin. This is the Darth Vader one too, by the way. So that I don't have to open this. I've got this. All the Kookies. So again, the Kooky nature of it here. Oh, Chris, you're opening that. I know, I am. Oh, it's the wrong thing to do. Not a limited edition. But see, it's got like a, we used to call them Kookies, right? Little rubber tips. So I know she's going to love this. So I'm going to put this in the sink, and it's going to be from the Wookiees. And it's a click pin. So I think she'll adore it. I hope she adores it. And I have 3 more. And the cool thing is those stormtroopers came with the stand, a Kooky pen stand. So like super, super, super bonus. Again, these have been sitting around for a few days. I am vigilant with that and trying to stay clean. Trying to keep my hands clean and what have you. Let's see here. What else do we have? How's Pixie doing? She's good. Princess Sleepy Farts, as I tweeted last night. She's in the other room laying down. I had her. She was in there as I was. Hang on, I gotta clean my hands. It's important. Gotta use my hand sanitizer. Straight from Mexico. I think we showed this like a couple weeks ago, right? Jedi wanted it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna have you walk around the house with hand sanitizer, sweetie. No. Nay. Let's get those fingertips going. Okay, so let's see here. So I rub my hands together. I do this to get down the fingers, and do this to get down the fingers. Then put the fingers here like this. Get my thumb. Get my wrists. That's how surgeons wash their hands. For real. I watched a clip of it. So that's no wait. I forgot. Got to get the tips. Got the tips. Okay. My hands are sanitized. Why don't they make stuff like this anymore? There's so much cool Star Wars stuff out there. She's gonna love this. She's gonna love it. It's a keychain and everything. I know what she wanted. She would want the Princess Leia one. Unfortunately, the Princess Leia one they made was like the bikini girl Princess Leia. For real? Yeah, for real. Okay, so that is, by and large, what I've got laying around, or what's stacked up. Some of the stuff that I had before doing this particular video, and some of the stuff is new. Some of the stuff is old, obviously. These Kooky pins are from, let's see if I can find the date somewhere here. 2009. So about 11 years ago. 11 years ago. Let's see here what we got for questions or comments, smart remarks. It's dangerous to do toy runs right now. It is. So I have pulled back big time, which is really depressing. Because, like, there's new stuff that's coming out, and I can't toy run. It's killing me. It's killing me. It pains me to know that I can't, on a weekend, do a toy run. It kills me. So I'm grateful that at least I have a plan of getting a lot of the stuff that I'm looking for and needing and wanting online. And of course, waiting until, if I can, if it's new, waiting until it's a discount. Pixie's doing well. I already mentioned that. 24 hours cardboard is then safe. Yeah, I think that the half-life of of a virus is like half a day, like 12 hours, 8 hours, something like that. Or maybe it is a day, half-life of it. Not to be confused with the Half-Life video game. You're opening delivery boxes outdoors even though it's cold. Yeah, for sure, Gareth. I do the same. I do it in the garage, but I do that anyway. I'll spray down the box. I'll use gloves. I mean, better to be safe than sorry. That's the way I look at it. And even the gloves that I'm using, like the cloth gloves, dollar store cloth gloves, I spray with Lysol too. So, I mean, I what's it going to hurt? The virus. That's the idea. Microforce is $4 there. Yeah, that's a good price. I've seen it between $2 and $4. They should keep the Galactic Heroes names. I agree, but hang on. Now you got me wondering. What's the Mandalorian? Oh, God. Toy show. We're all here now for the toy show. We're all here now for... I'm seeing if I can find the name of the new series. It's like Action... Not Action Fleet, that's the old one, but Action something? Maybe it's Fleet something? For some reason, that's where my head is going. I can't remember the name of it, but I will be collecting that, for sure. Just to get the smaller Mandalorian figure. I have to! What else am I gonna do? Get another smartphone? The smartphone, great for the time that you use it, the time that you need it, but after that, 10 years from now, am I going to be buying old smartphones? No. Am I going to be buying Star Wars products? Yes. 2009. Could you imagine using a smartphone from 2009? Could you? Can you? Will you? Do you? Hello? No, that's a notification. What'd I get? No. Jedi's out driving around with mommy. Diana. I'm cool with that, your passion, but I miss the old tech, Chris. I don't at all, Nick. Not at all. Not one bit. I never wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. I miss the old me! No, I never do that. You should never look back. You should only look forward. Not back, forward. But the good news is, as I've mentioned at the top of the show, as we experimented yesterday, we've now got the ability, if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, to do phone calls. Like live phone calls in an audio-only broadcast on YouTube with a real phone number and everything. So I plan on doing that again on Monday, and I guess any question goes, although you already know how I'm going to answer the tech questions, it ain't going to make you happy. I'll just say that. I'll just keep it there. Hell, I got even a little political. I didn't even think I was going to get political yesterday. And it wasn't even political, it's just science. When did science become political? When did technology become political? But it is. That's the world we're living in. That's why I like talking about Star Wars, which, by the way, is political, too. Hello? Senate? Emperor? Empire? War? Like, come on, it's like... So it's really funny when people say, oh, Star Wars isn't... Keep your politics out of Star Wars. I'm like, Have we been watching the same films? Anyway. Always do what your heart wants. Probably wants me to slow down on the beer. I only have like one bottle a day, though. I'm good. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. As I mentioned, I'm going to try it again Monday at 5:30 p.m., another call-in show. Everybody can call in, basically. And I think I want, until the app allows me to, kind of like set a limitation on time so that we can like cycle through more calls, because I have a tendency to, talk for hours, especially when it's an interesting topic to me. But you'll have your chance, right? Just don't be surprised. If you ask me a question and you already know what the answer is going to be, don't be surprised when I give you that answer. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to keep watching Ozark. I'm 1.5 episodes into season 3. I'm enjoying it. That's why I'm watching it still. I'm done with Picard. It's good. Solid. Love it. Okay. No, it's a good notification, but I'm like, okay, why didn't I mute, stop. I was just talking about this last night. I gotta mute 13 different devices. Have I seen the Small Food movie? Ask me again on Monday. By the way, no, I haven't. Not yet, but I want to. Stop motion animation. There needs to be more of that in this galaxy. And more of you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to clean up here now that I've got everything in quite a bit of a mess. But it's a Star Wars mess, so it's a good mess. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you on Monday. Possibly I will set up the schedule here so you can set a reminder for yourself, so don't go too far or refresh this page, the live page. Of course, I'll be sending out notifications on Discord, at least. I think Discord pings everybody. The phone number that was broadcast in last night's talk show, the call-in show, you can text that phone number and it will send you SMS messages. It will send you messages to let you know when I'm broadcasting another live audio call-in show. I forgot to mention that last night. So, for real, if you're afraid of missing notifications, now there. Hi, Pixie! People were asking about, can you make your way over here? Are you afraid? Yeah, it's a little daunting. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff in between you and your bed. I apologize. She's right there. Can you shake your head so people know you're there? Well, don't blink at me. They can't hear you blinking. No one believes me. Hang on. Give her Mix. Don't pee anywhere. Do not pee anywhere. Please don't pee anywhere. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's Pixie. Okay, wave hi to the camera. Here, I'm gonna put you down. Let's see, how are you doing? You're doing well. I've been, trying to help her get to a weight. She was actually underweight, so I've been giving her more food, and she's a good weight now. You a good weight? You gonna wait? Oh, no, that's not a bad thing. I'm gonna wrap up here. Okay, is that okay? Yeah, just lick your butt. I do not know if it works internationally, but we can find out on Monday. I'll set it up right now so you can set the notifications for yourself. Blah 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 blah. Live.pirillo.com will redirect you to the Discord server. Thank you for. I don't think we had any members join. Thank you for the super chat, Anime Worldwide LLC. I love you. I appreciate you. At this point, however, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What's the software doing this?